What's going on, Canes fans? And I probably need to say my college football family, most importantly, Georgia and Alabama fans, because this video is specifically talking about the national championship game that's coming up. Georgia versus Alabama, the rematch that no one wanted except for Georgia and Alabama fans. Now, I really want to see my Canes family weigh in on this one, actually. And I don't expect this video to get a boatload of views. Honestly, there may only be 20 people that watch this video, and that's okay. I'm fine with it. I want to put my opinion out there, and I want to see where you stand on this, because I feel like that I'm in the minority with this one. This video is also not a very formal video. You know, we're in the studio, but we're literally chilling in the floor, and I kind of dig these, if I'm being 100% honest with you. Not a bunch of editing. You know, I'm not up in the chair with the boom arm and the mic and stuff. I'm on my cell phone. I'm literally sitting in the floor. We're nice and comfy and cozy. So I dig these videos. But what I want to talk about is the fact that I think that Georgia has a 0% chance of winning this game. Now, when I say zero, that's a little bit of a stretch. I'm exaggerating a tad because anything can happen. So let's say Georgia has a 1% or less chance of winning this game. And I'm going to come out here on the record, on YouTube, on this platform, and say it. And I'm going to stand behind it. And I want to see where you guys stand on this. Hear me out. Listen to this video for however long it's going to be, probably somewhere between like 8 to 10 minutes. And then give me your opinion on it. I know that many Canes fans don't care about this game, guys. I know we don't. It's another national championship game that we're not competing in, so we don't care. And I agree. I don't care about the SEC. I don't give a crap about Bama or Georgia. Even though I'm going to sit here and talk up Bama, I don't like them. I could care less if they win or lose this game. Same goes for Georgia. But I don't think there's any chance that Georgia hangs with Alabama in this national championship game. And it's so much more than their last meeting in the SEC championship. But let's talk about that for a minute. So, you know, literally these two teams played a month ago and Bama won handedly, 41-24. The argument that cracks me up is a lot of people are saying, well, Georgia just took Bama too lightly in the SEC championship game. And I absolutely do not think that's the case. I think that Alabama is actually just that much better of a football team. And that's not to downplay the Bulldogs in any way. I actually think that Georgia is probably the number 2 team in the country. The only team I think that can beat Georgia is Alabama. And they already proved it, and they're going to prove it yet again in the national championship game. I also think it's a funny argument when people say that Georgia now knows, how to defeat Bama. They've already played them once. Now they can put a game plan together. They know Alabama's weaknesses and they can exploit those, and they're going to take over, and this is going to be a revenge game, a complete 180. And I'm talking, people are saying Georgia's going to win by 14 plus, 2 or 3 or more touchdowns against Bama this go around, because now they have the recipe, guys. Now they know how to take down Nick Saban. And, they have learned some things about Bama. But what I think is interesting is, do people think that Alabama is not going to practice for this game? Do you guys think that Nick Saban got to where he is today by just coasting? By saying, well, we already beat these guys by 17 points the last time we played them, so we're just going to implement the same game plan, and we're just going to come in and take over, and we don't have to worry about this game. We know we can beat these guys. That's not the way they're going to treat this game. Alabama is going to train and prepare just as hard as Georgia's going to do. And if you think that they're going to come out and try to do the exact same thing, you're wrong. Now, if it works for them, then yeah, they're going to keep doing it. But I'm just saying they're not going to come in here and think that they're just going to take over and everything's going to go just like it did the last time they played. Alabama is also going to prepare for this game. So I think people are only looking at one side of this, and it just cracks me up. And another thing we can discuss, we're just going to go through all of them, man, is, and again, this is coming from a Canes fan, so I'm not talking up Bama. I hate Bama. Bama fans drive me nuts, man. They're so cocky and confident, and I hate it. And I understand why they are where they are, but it upsets me so much, man. But I'm kind of looking at this from the outside. This is an outside perspective going into this game. The argument that Alabama didn't beat down Cincinnati. Now, Cincinnati only put up 6 points, but Alabama only put up 27, right? So, Alabama is on the decline after that game, and Georgia's going to come in and just whoop their butt, right? The thing is, Alabama did what they had to do to win that Cincinnati game, and they didn't need to do more than that. I mean, they were successfully running the ball. They rushed for over 300 yards, if I'm not mistaken, in that Cincinnati game. So, honestly, I look at it as a smart way to play that game. Running the ball was working for Bama, and they didn't need to run the score up. Could they have played better? Yeah, and there's a lot that went wrong for them, and Cincinnati did exploit some things against Bama. But Alabama got the job done, and they did what they needed to do to win that game, and they continued doing what worked well for them in that game. So I think that it's fine. I mean, Georgia did beat Michigan up pretty good, but I'm going to be real with you. I don't think Michigan deserved to be there. They made that little run at the end. Could anyone else have played Georgia better? No, probably not. I already said at the beginning of the video, I think that Alabama is the only team that can beat Georgia, and they're going to do it again on Monday in the rematch for this national championship. And Alabama, I firmly believe, without a shadow of a doubt, that Alabama is going to win back-to-back national championships. I think it's funny to see, I'm not trying to call him out, I'm not trying to throw shade, but I think it's funny to see Uncle Lou be so confident for Georgia in this game, and I don't even think that he truly is. I am going to call him out a little bit. I don't think that Uncle Lou is very confident in Georgia in this matchup. I think that he's doing it to hype up the game, because when you do that I'm a YouTuber, guys, and I do this too, okay? I'm guilty of this. The more he hypes up this game and the more trash he talks, the more views he gets. And it's a win-win in this scenario, because if Georgia wins, he talked all this smack and he's right, and all the Georgia fans come in and celebrate. If he's wrong, just as many Alabama fans are going to come to his channel to troll, which equals views, which equals money. And shout out to Uncle Lou, man. He's one of the best in the business when it comes to trash talk and hyping up games, and he generates views. And as a YouTuber, when that's your job, that's how you get paid. So I'm not throwing shade. I like I said, I do the exact same thing. But I don't know, like, Georgia fans that are on my channel, are you realistically, come on, I won't call you out, I won't expose you, I won't tweet out your comment. Are you really actually confident going into this Alabama game? Are you really? I don't think that Alabama is unbeatable. Texas A&M proved that. Nobody's unbeatable. No king rules forever, right? But we've seen this matchup, and how much is truly going to change after 1 month. 1 month. I think, this is my prediction. I'm not going to put out a full official score prediction because I don't, religiously follow these teams. I don't do extensive research on Bama and Georgia, so I don't know all the ins and outs of both of these squads. But I think that Alabama wins by 10 or more points, possibly 14 or more. I think it's a pretty convincing win, just like it was literally a month ago in the SEC championship game. There's no way that you're going to convince me that Georgia now knows all these huge secret exploits and the perfect game plan and the best way to beat Bama after they got beat down by 17 points literally a month ago. You're not going to be able to convince me otherwise. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll come back on here and say, hey, whoa, I was way off on that one. I've been wrong in the past, so I'm not going to pretend like I'm a genie or something and I know the outcome to all these games. But honestly, I'm going to be mad if Bama wins. I'm going to be mad if Georgia wins, but it's going to be one of the two of them. I hate the SEC. I hate Bama. I hate Georgia. All I care about is Miami being in the national championship. Even if it was ACC versus SEC, I don't care about ACC pride, if I'm being honest with you. All I care about is Miami. So it is what it is. I just think it's so funny, and I feel like I'm in the minority here to think that Bama is going to win. When you go and look online on all the major sports networks, they all say the same thing. It's hard to beat a good team once, and it's even harder to do it twice. But I truly believe that Alabama is that much better of a football team than Georgia, that they will beat them by 10 or more points in the national championship game. It is what it is. Let me know how you feel down in the comment section below. I don't expect a ton of people to watch this, but thank you to all of you who do. I realize there's a lot of Miami stuff we could talk about right now with Cyrus Moss and with you know who flipping to you know where. I'm not even gonna give it the airtime, but I'm fine with the way that went down. I want guys that want to be Miami Hurricanes, and the Cyrus Moss pickup, I would take that over the other dude. And I'm purposely not saying the name. I would take Moss over the other guy. So it is what it is. Maybe we'll do a video about that, but I just wanted to vent about this one. And I'm very appreciative for everyone who watches even the informal videos like this one, kind of like the walking and venting. You know, there's not a lot of post production or anything like that. We're just vibing. We're just chilling in the studio, nice and cozy, just talking football. So I will watch this game, even though I don't care about it, just because it's the final college football game of the season, and just to see if we're right or wrong on this. So remember though, guys, we're all one big happy college football family. I ain't got no way to set it up. Here we go. We're all one big happy college football family, but at the end of the day, I gotta say, it's always better when you get to rep the U. Coach Coop, peace out. And I don't even know if I'm in frame right here. If I'm not, then, joke's on me. I'll see y'all in the next one.